Hello, my name is Logan Kenny, and this is my video on how to play the trombone. First, we will go over the parts of the trombone. Your first part has the tuning slide and the bell of the horn. The tuning slide you can adjust by pulling out to bring the pitch down or flatten the pitch, and push in to raise the pitch or make it sharper. The bell is what your sound comes out of. So, our next piece is the slide, and the long end of the slide goes into the receiver. You can adjust this based on the size of your hand and what's comfortable for you, but you place it into the receiver and then screw it securely into place. And you don't want it to slide too close to the bell, otherwise when you're moving the slide your fingers will hit it and you'll have nowhere to go. So you want to give it a little bit of room, and you can adjust it accordingly to you. This other end is the mouthpiece receiver, which is where our mouthpiece will go in. Put it right there for now. And then this is the safety for your slide. So you unscrew this to be able to move the slide in and out, and then lock it when it's in place. Sitting with the trombone, when not playing, you sit with the bell on your knee so that you don't damage the instrument. At the end of the slide is the water key. This is where the spit is empty. You push the lever to open the slide, and to empty the water you blow through the mouthpiece while pushing the water key at the same time. Next, we take our mouthpiece out. In order to create a sound on the trombone, we need to know how to buzz. The best way to do this is by free buzzing. So, starting by pursing your lips together and blowing air through them is a good way. Almost like you are puckering your lips. And your lips will vibrate together. You'll feel them vibrating. Your tongue will almost vibrate against your teeth. It'll be close to the front of your mouth. And then once you have that down, you can try it into the mouthpiece, like so. And you have a buzz. Buzzing is a good way to warm up, not only so that you warm up the mouthpiece so it's not cold anymore, but it's a good way to warm up your embouchure, which is the muscles around your mouth. Some good exercises are slurs, so going from a low pitch to a high pitch, back down to a low pitch, or starting at a high pitch, down to a low pitch, back up to a high pitch. And while doing this, the corners of your mouth should be tight. That enables you to have more control over the sound of the buzz you're creating and the tone of it. And in order to go higher, you're going to have to tighten your lips, but you don't want the corners of your mouth to pull back, or you're not going to be able to go as high. Having your corners tight enables you to have a larger range. You can also do intervals. I like to do thirds. So start on, say, a C, and then jump to an E, a G, and so on, and then come back down. This not only warms up your lips, but it also warms up your ear and gets your ear audiating the different intervals that you're going to be playing. Next time, make sound. You're going to put your mouthpiece back into the mouthpiece receiver, and simply buzz into the mouthpiece, and if you're doing your buzzing correctly, it should produce a sound on the horn. So there we have made a sound. Next we'll go over the slide. If you unlock your slide, turn it counterclockwise, the slide moves up and down. There's 7 positions on the slide, and they all, there's no notches or anything to tell you where they are, so you kind of have to guess and have a good ear and listen for them. This all the way in is first position. About 2 inches out is second position. Third is a little before your bar hits the bell. Fourth is a little after, or right with this top part hitting the bell. Fifth is out a little more, about half the distance between fourth and sixth. So you want to kind of gauge where that would be. Sixth is here, and seventh, you may need to use just 2 fingers in order to reach down there, and you may need to shift the way you're seated so that you can turn your body in order to reach all the way down. The positions will, if you're keeping your lips at the same tightness and you're playing the same tone, as you move the slide, it will adjust the pitch. So if we start on an F, so I went all the way down to 7th position and then back up to 1st position, since the slide moves in half steps. Once you hit 7th position, there's nowhere else to go, so you have to come back to 1 and then continue going down. I would say the most difficult thing about the trombone is getting enough air in order to go through all the tubing, especially when you're out in 7th position. A good breathing exercise would be one I learned from the breathing gym on YouTube. If you place your trombone down next to you, dragon goes like so. You're going to take your hand and place it in front of you, and your hand's going to come up 4 times, and each time you're going to suck in more and more air, as much as you possibly can. Once we get here, we're going to sip a little more air, and then breathe it out like a dragon. So, you start, arm about 90-degree angle. And then sigh to relax our bodies. That shows you how much air you can actually take in, and when you're playing, you're not thinking about how much air you could actually be taking in order to produce a good sound. So doing that at least 2 or 3 times will assist in your trombone playing abilities. So now we'll go over how to play a chromatic scale. So we will start on F. So we start in first position, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, go all the way down to seventh, back up to first, and then down to fifth. We'll swap at fifth, come back up to first, and then down to second. Like so. Also, when playing, make sure that you're holding the horn correctly, because if not, you could have some issues. I like to think of it like the Spider-Man hand when he shoots out his web. The 2 fingers in the middle are going to wrap around this bar right here, in between the one that controls the slide and the one that holds the mouthpiece. Your pointer finger is going to rest on top of the mouthpiece. Your thumb is going to go on this brace, and your pinky's just going to kind of hang out wherever it wants to. When you're not playing, the pinky can hold the slide in place, so you don't have to constantly be locking it and unlocking it. Focusing on holding the trombone correctly is important. So let's try playing the slide one more time. The scale one more time. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to play the trombone. Thank you.